PressReader is a 20-year-old company. We just celebrated our 20th anniversary in May of this year. And 3 years ago, we decided to get onto the international expansion. It actually happened a bit earlier than that, but 3 years ago, we founded an Irish company, which was PressReader International. We formed that company, opened an office, started the recruitment process. The phase one of that recruitment process was to bring developers, because PressReader is a tech company that connects people with quality newspaper and magazine content anywhere they want to get it. And as much as we concentrated all of our development activities in Vancouver before, we wanted to diversify and have our presence in Ireland. But now we're up to phase two. And phase two is what I've been asked by the company to take on. And so I've moved now to Dublin to spearhead that development. Well, if we take the logistical elements out of the equation, phase two of what we want to do with PressReader International is really provide a local presence to our partners for our sales support and hire the sales teams locally in Dublin as well as in the regions that are reporting to our Irish company. Was it daunting? Yes, I mean certainly you get anxious about these things, right? It's a challenge, but I love challenges because I think challenges allow us to be creative in what we do. Challenges allow us to find new solutions to things. The biggest challenge for me today is to bring quality talent into the company. People who understand what PressReader is all about, understand our vision, understand how we build partnerships with publishers and brands alike, understand how we engage with consumers and how everything that we do goes to the core of bringing quality content to the end users anywhere they want to get it. We've been courted by a number of countries. There are a number of these foreign entities that are looking for FDI, bring foreign companies into their markets. Ireland was one of them. It's the Irish Development Agency, which is well known around the world for bringing quality companies into Ireland to set up their European operations. That process has started before Brexit, so I can't really say that Brexit had anything to do with our decision to go into Ireland. But I have to say that the Irish Development Agency, or IDA as they're known, they really showcase what Ireland is all about. And Ireland is about quality workforce, multilingual, diverse, and certainly not just the Irish workforce, but you have access to pretty much anyone from the European Union, and also a very creative workforce. Ireland has obviously gone through a number of changes as a country, has developed, has had its own set of challenges back in 2008, 2009, but the talent that it attracts is great to tap into. It's certainly a tech hub. They managed to do that very well. The educational system is fantastic, so the graduates that we're seeing have the knowledge to bring into any company, and then we can help them build the skills on a company level. So Ireland has a lot going for it. Yes, you can build a very close and intimate relationship with the reader to offer your suite of services or subscriptions or memberships to a group of readers. But we still live in the day when not everybody is willing to pay for content. And the larger number of readers today are still unwilling to pay for news. But we stand behind quality journalism, which needs to be compensated for. So where's that bridge? How do we build that bridge? And the bridge is when you have somebody else pay for it. The big part of my presentation was talking about libraries. We published a magazine called The Insider, and the latest issue was on the future of libraries. Libraries as an institution, which is a super old institution overall, if you think about our society, but a very vital institution. Because what do libraries do? They democratize access to content. They make books, newspapers, magazines, various databases available to everyone just for living in that community. And libraries have had they face an uphill battle for I would say, relevancy in today's world. Well, why do I need a library when I can, I can get a digital subscription, I can get an ebook, what is the purpose of a library? So this issue was really about how libraries are reinventing themselves, becoming more community hubs. And the other part was how libraries, I would argue, are one of the most important paid content partners to publishers. Because libraries service a segment of the population that are either unwilling or unable to pay for content. But the libraries are paying on their behalf. And rather than closing off your content from libraries and saying, well, no, we'll just build a direct-to-consumer subscriptions ourselves. So if you want to have access to my content, you need to come to me as a publisher, and that's the only way to get that content. Understand that audiences are different, and what you'll find in libraries are people who want to engage with your content, especially at the time when media literacy is a global concern, and so many people are actually unable to differentiate between what's real and what's not in today's world, and still get paid for all of that effort. It's just not from the readers, not from the library patrons, but by the library. We've been working with libraries since 2004. I actually, in my early days when I was in university, I worked in the library for 4 years, and so I guess that's where my passion for libraries is coming through, because I saw how libraries change things for people, how they get better educated, more informed citizens of the society.